Alright guys, I just love that amazing intro for Trials Evolution. But here we are, coming back for some more Trials Evolution. This is episode 2, and yeah, we're going to continue off right where we left off. So yeah, we're going to continue playing through. Now, one of the things you may notice is that I have customized my bikes a little bit more. I've spent bit more of my money that you earn through playing the game on actually customizing and putting them out, because you know it's the only thing the money's for, and so I thought, yeah, I might as well. Now, in Trials Evolution, they really enhanced the customizability. I mean, there's a lot more customizable that you can do in Evolution you could in HD. I mean, it was a nice feature in HD, but again, you know, it felt like they were only just starting on it, and yeah, I mean, they've really taken it to the next level. I mean, there's a couple of things I've thought to myself, hey, it'd be nice if I had more options to play with. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still amazing, and there's a lot of stuff you can play around with, and it's really nice. There's just one or two things I thought, hey, it'd be nice if I had actually just one or two things more I could play with there. Oh yeah. But yeah, here we are. We're just playing through. I think we're still on easy tracks, so we should just fly through these here. In my playthrough, I'm hoping to just go through most of the levels and hopefully get a gold on them. Like, come the medium hard, I might give them a couple more tries just to see if I can get some better times, stuff like that, for ones that I haven't got gold or something like that. When we hit the extreme tracks, because, you know, I've given them a try, and well, you know, they're extreme, I think just completing them is gonna be what we're gonna go for them, because, you know, I was giving them a try the other day, as I was saying, and they are pretty extreme. I have actually managed to pass a couple of them now, but yeah, they're still pretty rough tracks. I spent a lot of my time playing the extreme tracks and just really kind of like, come on, get up there, come on. Just, you know, really hoping to just move inches forward kind of thing, and just trying repeatedly, dying repeatedly over and over and over again. Just, yeah. It was very painful, to say the least. I mean, Trials is probably the one game I can truly say that I love and hate at the same time. It really is your pure love-hate relationship, and I just love that about Trials. It makes me keep coming back and keep playing it again, because, you know, the feeling when you get, you know, when you've got a gold medal, or when you get a platinum medal, or when you complete a track on extreme, you know, it's just, it just feels so great. I mean, oh, it's amazing. But yet at the same time, all the way there, you're ripping your hair out, like, you know, just really try to just get to the next checkpoint or whatever, and just really trying so hard. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, in Trials Evolution, I really think they try to take it to the next level. I mean, there's a lot of things that, I mean, there's a lot of new little features, like, they've got this stuff to do with the squirrels. And I remember seeing on one of the little things that you have on the loading screen at the bottom, one of the little information panels, where it was like, why squirrels? Why not? I mean, kind of shows their very mentality kind of thing. It's a nice touch. I like having just different aspects of the gameplay, and it's certainly there with the needing to look for the squirrels. And there's all sorts of really cool stuff, because aside from the squirrels, I've seen all sorts of little secret stuff hidden throughout the multiplayer. I mean, even in some of the extreme tracks, like you'll notice that like every time you commit a fault, if you actually stay and watch it, quite a lot of them are like mini little cutscenes like you would get at the end of a level there and then, which is a really nice feature. I think it's a nice thing, and it's nice to see it, you know, just these little ones. Like I remember there was this one, what is it? Oh yeah. There's this one where you fall down this hole and you just sit there and it's just like the never-ending hole thing. Oh, it's really funny. And some of them as well, like some of the death sequences at the end, like you really don't realize just how long they are. There's quite a few of them that are just, you know, they're really long, and you just, a lot of people, I know that myself, I've missed them because, you know, I'm just like, oh, I've died, okay, right, now on to the next track. But if you actually stay there and wait, you know, there's a lot more to the death sequence, you know. But yeah, I mean, I remember when I first picked up Trials HD. I mean, I started playing Trials HD over at a friend's house actually, and you know, I was like kind of in his house, you know, and we were kind of like having a party kind of thing, and then it was like, all right, give this a try, you know, see what you can do kind of thing. And I was very terrible at it back then. I mean, obviously I kind of expect that for most people, just picking up the game, taking a little while to get into it, but you know, I kind of fell in love with it for the first time. It's just that repetitive kind of always trying to just improve yourself or beat somebody else's score or something like that. It's just so nerve-wracking, and just, it really keeps the competition. It's great. I love it. Just beat me there. Oh, terrible. But yeah, I mean, as soon as I went home, you know, I instantly went on to, I went on to Xbox Live and downloaded the arcade, and I was just like, I've just loved it ever since. I've always been a Trials HD fan, and then when I heard they were making Evolutions, you know, downloaded it day one kind of thing. This map is actually a map that really epitomizes, in my opinion, what's cool and new with Trials Evolution. It's just all the cool effects and things that you can do that are just completely different. And you know, you've got the atmosphere, and you've got everything, and then you'll notice coming up here, just a second, if I can stop failing. Where is it? Right there, yeah, you know, like freaking fire just floating through the air and appearing, and things falling over, and the kind of the red moon or sun and everything. It's a really nice touch, and I love the way you know, it's just completely changes gameplay. And then I remember first time I kind of saw this fog and obscuring my vision, I was just like, oh, this is great. Oh, this is terrible. That's terrible. There's way too much time. And it's just, I think it's really cool the way it like affects things, and the way you can do all these cool things. There's like one of them, which I think will be coming up soon. It's just, I love the fact that like it starts out as a nice sunny day, and then like you get like 2 meters in, and then like it's a huge downpour of rain, there's fog everywhere, you know, it turns all red and everything. And I just think it's amazing the way you can do that with the levels and stuff, and I think it really adds a different feature to the game. I mean, I've already kind of touched on how much I think, you know, the editing feature and everything is pretty fucking incredible what they've done with it. That was terrible. Look at that, terrible. Oh, I just lost so much time. And yeah, I mean, then they've got like, I think I love the ending for this scene. Like, you just float off and just blow up. I just think I love that ending. I think that's probably one of my favorite death sequences. You know, just float off and boom. It's great. Yeah, I mean, it's really is a great game. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've spent, you know, I mean, I've already spent about 8 hours to play this game as well, and like, you know, seeing the leaderboards and everything change as well. I remember when I came on it like day one, and I was doing a lot of doing the skill games and stuff, and like I was doing pretty good. Like I was up there in like the top 100 and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I'm so amazing. And then like the next day, or even like a couple of hours later, I was like 5,000 back, and I was like, what? 5,000 people have overtaken me already? What? Oh, it was hilarious, you know, just seeing the changes, you know, in just, you know, minutes, the number of people that are just starting to play the game and stuff. It's great. And you know, I think that's one of the things that makes Trials what it is. I mean, it's got such an active community, and I think that's why the multiplayer was such an important thing. And it's really, I think the multiplayer really gets, and it goes to all audiences of the Trials community, because you have, in the multiplayer, you have several types of modes. You have like the kind of standard 4-player mode, where you've got 4-player mode where you've got like 4 people on the same track side by side. And then you've got the kind of standard kind of Trials, where like you're playing like easy to medium tracks, which are like ghosts, so like you can't see each and each because they're ghosts and stuff. And yeah. And then of course you've got the extreme multiplayer, where you've got people playing on hard and extreme tracks. And yeah, I'm definitely not at that standard yet, but there's people that are, and I think it's good because it appeals to all audiences, which is great. I mean, I've got on and I've tried the multiplayer, and I think it's been a really well-rounded multiplayer. I mean, I've never felt like I've had to wait too long. Like, all the games are relatively quick, and like when you're playing the game as well, there's no huge waiting times. Like a lot of the time, you know, it's just a couple seconds, then you're in a race, and then a couple seconds, and you're in the next race, and it's really quick and just well-rounded actually. Considering, you know, this is the first time doing a multiplayer for Trials, I think they've done a really good job at it. It has made things much more competitive, because, you know, some people may have amazing gold times and stuff, but you know, as soon as you get into the multiplayer, getting that on the same track every time, that's a different story. And yeah, it's really good. I like that. The end sequence here is really good. Like, the explosions just keep getting bigger. Blow that open, and then boom. Actually, if you look off the left here, there should be a squirrel come up, but yep, there he is. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to be all for today, but come back tomorrow for some more Trials Evolution.